Hi, Steve Lackmeyer here with another edition of OKC Central. Welcome back, familiar face, Kim Searls. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Now, a ride down Broadway during Christmas holidays in the past meant trying to spell some letters in each storefront. We've got something different behind us. Tell us about that.
We do. This is one of our new events for downtown in December this year, Automobile Alley Lights on Broadway. And as you can see behind us, there are some beautiful lights strung among the historic buildings on Broadway.
Do you know how many buildings are going to be doing that this year?
I believe there are 10 buildings that are lit this year, and we plan to make it grow every year. It's quite an investment just for the lights this year.
And is this part of the Business Improvement District?
No, this is actually part of Downtown in December. The money that was used was a special pot of money that Automobile Alley put back to spend on projects like this.
Gotcha. So now I'm going to test you here. We've got a lot of new events, a lot of new things going on with Downtown December. Name them.
Of course, there is the Sandridge Christmas tree lighting, and that's what everything kicks off with. This year, it's just off the corner of Broadway and Robert S. Kerr. That's at 5:30 on the 27th. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, we have the Devon Ice Rink, which we are so glad is back again this year. And we've changed our rink. It's really beautiful. It has clear plexiglass sides this year. So really a different look, really, really classy looking this year. Of course, the Chesapeake snow tubing at the Brick, where you actually snow tube from the second level of the ballpark all the way down to second base. We have the Sandridge Santa Run on December the 5th. We have the original Sonic Segway Santa. Let's see, what am I leaving out? We had the Oklahoma City Community Foundation Free Museum Sundays, which we're very excited about that this year. We have 4 museums participating. We have the Oklahoma River rides this year, where you actually get to ride on the boats on the Oklahoma River for free, and that's on Sunday afternoons. And of course, WIMGO Holidays on the Canal are one of our favorite events.
You just made my bosses very happy. I was starting to panic.
I think I got them all. We have 10 this year, though. 10 events this year for Downtown in December.
It really is amazing to see how the holidays have returned to downtown. After this, we'll be showing a slideshow of early day Christmas festivities downtown. But why is Christmas different downtown? What makes it special?
Well, I think it's the even though we're a big city now, a big league city, we still kind of have a small town atmosphere downtown. And I think that makes people, remember their Christmases when they were kids and everything. And I think that has a lot to do with it. Just that making memories, being with your family, being able to walk up and down the streets and see the Christmas lights, it gives you a nice, warm, fuzzy feeling, I think.
Now I'm standing on 9th Street right off of Broadway here. They're going to have a home accessories store that's opened up. First Christmas tree lot, in decades?
Yeah, so all the people that actually live downtown now can just come over and get their Christmas tree and take it back to their condos. So that's pretty cool.
And I guess you can always just go across the street for a cupcake and a cup of coffee, right?
That's right. There's a lot going on here. So a great stroll down this street. You could have dinner, stroll the lights, go ice skating, go snow tubing. Last year we added it up, all the free things that we have available, and it was literally hundreds of dollars worth of free activities that happen on Sundays for downtown in December. So that's a great thing to check out when people are kind of tight on their budgets as well.
Well, Kim, thanks for joining me and giving an early preview of everything that we're expecting downtown. For more downtown development news, go to my blog, OKC Central. For all your latest news, weather, business, sports, go to News OK. And for all your restaurant listings, festivities, WIMGO. Okay, we've been checking the list, checked it twice. 90%, Kim. Who'd you leave out?
OG&E Garden Lights in the Myriad Botanical Gardens, and it's going to be beautiful this year.
For a half century or more before downtown was raised in the 1970s, The heart of Oklahoma City glowed with the very soul of Christmas. To folks past 40 years old, ghosts of magical Christmas hovered downtown. The season turned it into a wonderland. The multiple-story limestone and brick department stores employed plenty of friendly, helpful clerks and stocked enough goods that within a few blocks, you could buy anything on your list. The streets and buildings were decked out from top to bottom with lights and bells and stars and garlands. Inside and out, the stores sparkled with brightly burning bulbs, tinseled greenery, bells that jingled, and animated figures. Windows in Johnny Brown's, Kerr's, and Halliburton's department stores were taken over by mechanical creatures that danced endlessly simply because Christmas was coming. And somewhere in a quiet corner, those who sought it could find a tiny figure in a detached creature from all the fuss, and yet, somewhere, the center of it. Few people can remember that during the 1930s, and who knows how long before, Oklahoma City staged an annual Christmas parade that rivaled even the modern Macy's. Apparently patterned after the New Orleans Mardi Gras, it featured stilted and costume storybook characters who marched up and down the city's brick streets, along the streetcar tracks. Tens of thousands turned out to watch, jamming the broad sidewalks and spilling over onto the wide streets, so close they could reach out and touch the paraders. The highlight always was Santa Claus himself, riding a genuine sleigh drawn by 8 real live reindeer. It required 3 or 4 men to keep the deer in line, but if anyone noticed, no fuss was made about it. Neither was any notice paid to the wheels that were substituted for the sleigh's runners. The streets themselves were a wonderland for children. Utility poles were transformed to forests of decorated Christmas trees, and strings of lights across Main and Grand, Broadway and Robinson illuminated the night sky. Stores strung colored lights along their facades, 5 and 6 stories high, creating fanciful shapes. The brilliant Christmases of the 1930s were dimmed slightly by World War II years of 1941 to 1945. When the war ended, Christmas regained some of its glitter. Then, post-war city councils routinely approved just about any commercial development proposed, bringing a proliferation of shopping centers. Urban sprawl set in, and urban rule doomed many downtown businesses. Finally, the sturdy old store businesses themselves were destroyed. Today, the contemporary lights of major banks and one giant corporation have replaced yesterday's Yuletides. Except for these, Christmas, like the merchants, have abandoned downtown. Today's walk back through time is an excerpt of a 1983 story by the late Mary Jo Nelson, truly one of the greatest writers to ever grace the pages of the Oklahoman. These images and more can be obtained at News OK.